Jack, Josh, Jack. Pleasure to be speaking with you both. We'll throw it to Jack because he dialed on first. How's your day going? And how does it feel to be the star of a movie like this?
Day's going great. Had some classes this morning. Just kind of did my usual daily routine. So yeah, day's going great. Thanks for asking. And then yeah, being on the movie. Obviously it was a great opportunity, once in a lifetime, thing that I got to experience, be a part of, and having that, out there really helps build our credibility and our platform for our guys. So it was really cool to get to do that.
Josh, same two-parter for you. How's your day going? How's your evening going? And how's it feel to be a movie star? Let's face it, it's been out for a few weeks. You got the proper trailer, which got all the views. Kind of a movie star.
Yeah, I don't know if we're quite there yet, but we really enjoyed the process. Like Jack said, you know, where I come from, I think in the sports marketing kind of, everyone in this space dreams of having a documentary, but can you start and can you finish it? And we were able to do that, put it to market, which I'm super proud of. The day's going great. It's a grind each and every day to keep the Trillion Boys at the top because a lot of people they definitely have seen what we've done, have tried to emulate it, tried to push to be competitive, and we have to go out there and just prove it every day. It's not going to get given to you, even if you have a track record that's proven. So, that's what the day consists of. But it's been a lot of fun.
The follow-up to that, Josh, Trillion Boys, do you think there's anything that the everyday person has wrong about the Trillion Boys?
I think that's where the documentary is just so awesome. It really gives an insight of not only what it's like on tournaments, but every day the DJ calling and not to give any spoilers alert, but it was a big surprise, he gave us, and that's stuff what we have to deal with and have to be able to pivot and uh, act accordingly to every day is just the uncertainties of just dealing with high school kids, but we love it. These guys have such great potential, and it's awesome to be a part of their journey.
Jack, as a quarterback, quarterbacks are known for being natural leaders. They could be CEOs of companies because you're multitasking, you're looking at a lot of things at the same time, you're making important decisions. But that's not the same thing as media training and being on camera, talking. Were you comfortable with all that from the beginning?
I mean, you kind of do got to do what you got to do. So maybe I wasn't comfortable at first, but I really wanted to share the story of what we had, and I was ready for our story to put out there. So I did it, and I loved it, and like you said, natural born leader. I've always you know liked having the ball in my hands, so I liked showing people what we do and making it happen. So I was excited.
Did you always know that you were going to be a Trojan?
Definitely not. Unfortunately, I grew up being a UCLA fan, other side of town. But in high school, I love the Trojans. I have a lot of friends that go here, and they brought me in, and I've loved every minute of it. So glad to be a Trojan.
Same kind of question at you, Josh, with SMU and all that, keeping that in mind. What was your team growing up? And did you know, hey, I'm going to wind up at SMU? How did that happen?
Well, I always had an affinity for Texas, the state. Never the Longhorns, but we grew up UCLA fans. So, SMU obviously isn't UCLA, but I fell in love with the coaching staff there. Honestly, I thought about TCU as well during the process, but Coach Dykes, who funny enough, is actually at TCU now.
Mhm.
That was just my guy during the process. He was dope, and it was about the personal relationship more than just the logo or the school name.
So the film is now out, long in the making, etc. Josh, how far ahead are you looking with Trillion Boys?
I think that we have honestly a 5 year outlook and a 50-year outlook. We believe that we'll be in this for a very, very long time. And I like to say it's my life's work to develop high school football players that are at the epitome of becoming stars in the NIL age in college football and eventually in the league. So our 5 year goal would be to, hopefully strike a really cool revenue share deal with a large media network, whether that's in streaming, whether that's on, cable, however that is. But you see in college football, the reason Oregon, Washington, UCLA, USC depart from the Pac-12 is because of that media deal, and it's how they're able to, fund their roster, their coaching staff. You see the college head coaching buyouts; it's up to 170 million now. So, with that, TV and the viewership is our short-term goal to strike on, because I think that this is a very entertaining outlet for guys. Instead of looking at the XFL or Canadian Football League, maybe the NFL stars of yesterday, we get to see the NFL stars of tomorrow, which are guys like DJ Jordan, kids featured in the film.
Jack, do you have the same exact outlook, or do you differentiate a little bit from Josh on that?
No, 100% the same. I think every day we just want to grow. We look at next week, we look at next year, we look in a couple months. We just want to grow, get to do better for the kids than what we did yesterday. And every day it's a grind, like Josh said earlier too. And there's bigger goals and smaller goals, but it's all centered around what we could become. So it's important.
The last thing I want to ask about to both of you, and I'll start with Josh first. Being on the field is intense, to say the least. How do you decompress? How do you wind down from a day around football, talking about football, then being on the field, being around the field, and then having to do media afterwards?
Yeah, I think for me, it all ties into one, because I understand that they all are, symbiotic, or they benefit off of each other. The way that you are portraying your message and yourself to the media and the fans feed off of how they react to your players, which in effect gives the locker room the vibe that they need. When the fans and the message boards are coming at your players, slurring at them, it's going to create something messy. And as a leader, that's something that you have to understand. You get to dictate that by the way you approach the media. So, obviously when you're intense right after a game or something, that's where it gets hard. It's not an easy task, but understand that they all kind of feed off each other, and the fans are what makes us, able to have this as a job and a profession. So it's important to be able to, keep them engaged, because everyone's important in this, this movement and this sport.
So what's the main hobby or way that you escape?
Jack's gonna know this answer. I'm a huge confirmation show golden retriever. I guess you'd say that's my hobby. I don't fish, I don't golf, but I have a golden retriever. I put them in shows. It's like competition still, so I get that edge, what I love to do, but it's dogs, so I get to just kind of enjoy it.
That was not the answer I was expecting on any level. And that is incredible. Jack, can you top that? How do you decompress?
Definitely not. Definitely not. I'm more of just chill, hang out with my friends type of guy, get away from it. I think even when I'm trying to decompress from football, though, I do turn on football. I mean, I'm definitely not your typical NFL watcher. I don't think I can name the quarterback for the Broncos right now, to be honest. I just don't really find an interest in NFL football, but I love watching college football. I love watching high school football. I love digging deep into recruits. So if I'm with my friends at the golf course or whatever, I'm still watching high school football, watching tape and all that. That's my quiet place. That's my calm place. So definitely that.
That is fascinating to hear that you're so drawn to the lower levels, and hence why Trillion Boys has the vision and the quest it does. So practicing what you guys preach. Well, congrats on the film, and looking forward to the 5-year and the 50-year plans.
Yeah, us too. Super excited.
Thank you for your time. We really enjoy it.
Paltrocast.